In today's video, we're going to be creating the title slide for an event planning business portfolio template. So this is the first video in a series of video where we're going to create the entire template in PowerPoint. All right, let's get started. So I already have a blank PowerPoint presentation open. You can go ahead and create a new one. What I'm going to do is start by selecting these two text boxes and deleting them. Next, we're going to insert an image. So I'm going to go over to the insert tab, select pictures, and we're going to select stock images and give this a moment. So the keyword for what we're going to search for to get this particular one is ribbon. So I'm just going to scroll down till I find the particular image, which is this one. So I'm going to select this image and I'm going to insert it into our slide. All right, we have our image and I'm just going to select this. Now over at rotation, um, I'm going to flip horizontal. So I just want to mirror this image. Next, I'm going to copy this image. I'm just going to do that multiple times to make sure it's on my clipboard. And then select the background, right click, and I'm going to select format background. Let's select picture or texture fill. Select that. And then for picture source, select clipboard. And now we're going to have this image as the fill for our background, and I can just delete this one. So yeah, this is what we have. Next up is going to be a rectangle. Let's go over to, we're currently in the home tab. You also can use the insert tab, but let's go over to shapes and I'm going to select a rectangle and I'm just going to draw one right around here. Let's go over to shape fill, select no fill, shape outline. Let's change the color. So let's go to more outline colors. I'm going to open my notes. So this is where I have all of the elements I'm going to use, whether it's the text or the the links to text or the actual text I use in the video. All of this will be in the description box below. So we're going to use two images that are not from the stock library here. It's going to be from Pexels. The link is going to be in the description box below, along with the text and as well as the colors. So I'm going to copy this code for the brown color, come over here, paste, and I'm going to click on OK. The weight of this line is going to be default with default, which is 1.5 points. That's okay. Let's change the dimensions. The height is going to be 15.25 and the width is going to be 14. And I'm just going to move it around, let's see, somewhere around here. We may still have to move it, but for now let's have it here. We're going to, let me just move it a little bit to the side. We're going to insert another rectangle, so I'm going to go to, let's go to insert this time, shapes, rectangle, and I'm just going to have this here. Go over to shape fill and we're going to change this fill. Go to more fill colors. Once again, I'm going to go to my notes and grab the code for this one, which is this peach color, and paste. Now go over to outline and select no outline. So click on that. Let's change the dimensions of this one as well, so it will be the same with the outline of the rectangle we have. So it's going to be 15.25 for the height and the width is going to be 14. And I'm just going to have it overlap this rectangle like this. You know what, I'm going to just, let's see, something like this. It doesn't need to be exact, we just need to have this effect where we have one rectangle on the other. Next up is going to be our text. Let's go over to insert and I'm going to select the text box, and you know what, let me grab my text. This is the title of our slide and paste. And now I'm going to select the text box and change this font to is it Libre Baskerville? This one. And the size is going to be 72. I'm going to increase the width of this text box so that we'll have the two words on one line each. Next, I'm going to change the color of this text. So come over here in home and we can change the text color to this brown color. Next, I'm just going to, I'm going to create a copy of this by holding Control, and now I have another copy. Let's change the, let me change the font to Poppins, and size is going to be 18. Now I'm going to grab my text for the subtitle, and I'm going to select everything here and paste, and I'm going to have my text on 2 lines just like this. Let me just create a copy of this text and bring it down to the bottom of our slide. Oops, just this one. So I'm just going to create a copy and bring it around here. We're going to come back to that in a moment. So I'm just going to, these two are already aligned to the center, but what I want to do is just bring this down, let's say right around here. No real position. I'm going to select this two, and then let me group it. So I'm going to right click, group, and then group. So I'm going to align this to the center of this rectangle. If I can just, you know what, I'm just going to select this to go over to shape formats, align, and align middle, just like that. While this two is selected, you can just select this one as well, and then right click, go over to group, and then group also. Let's select this. I'm going to grab the text for this bottom section, copy this, and I'm going to paste. I'm going to increase the width. Next, I'm going to go over to home, and then I'm going to change the alignment of the text to center, and then let's also change the size. Why not? I'm going to reduce the size of this text to 14, and I'm going to bring it till it's at the center of our slide, and also bring it down like this. Let me just, I want to see if I'm okay with where this one is. It's currently aligned to the center. You know what, let's leave it like this. This is fine. We're done with this one. Let's now bring in our images. Once again, the links to these images will be in the description box below. We're going to go between using some of the images in PowerPoint in the stock library in Microsoft, but most of it is going to be links. So just check the description box. These are the links for the images. So the background, we just have search ribbon, and these are the links. I'm going to grab the image for the images for this one, which is going to be this image. I'm just going to reduce this. We have 2 images here, and then I'm going to grab the second image, which is this one. So I'm going to bring this and then reduce the size a bit. I want to resize these images, but using PowerPoint makes it a tad difficult to do that. So I want specific dimensions. So what I'm going to do is select these 2 images, and for their width, I'm going to change it to 14.35. Next, come over to picture border, and we're going to select more lines. We're going to select a solid line for our pictures border, and then I'm going to make the width of our line 7. The color is going to be white. Next, come over to this size and properties. Select this. Let's expand size. I just want to, all right, let's start with this first image. Let's go back to that tab. For the rotation of the first image, we're going to make it 4 degrees, and for this one, we're going to make it 356 for the rotation. And I'm just going to kind of move this around. Let me just sort of space it. So I'm going to bring this down. I'm using my arrow key to do that. And I'm going to move this one up. I'm also going to just, let me kind of move this off to the side like this. I'm just kind of trying to figure out where, you know, I would like it to be. So there's no specifics rather. Just kind of place it one over the other. I'm going to select two of them again and then move it just around here. Let's see something like this. You know what? This pictures look a bit flat. So what I'm going to do is over in picture effects, shadow, I'm going to select this one and I'm going to, oops, let's select picture effects, shadow. Let's go to shadow option so we can have these settings. I'm just going to reduce the size to 100% and the blur is going to be, I'm going to change this to 4.33. Angle is going to be 90 degrees and distance is going to be 1.4. So transparency is 60, size is 100, the blur is 4.33, angle is 90 degrees, and the distance is 1.4. This is for both images. I have both images currently selected, and that's what I just used. All right, I'm going to, oops, I'm just going to exit that. I want to still move this. I'm going to use my arrow key to move this a little to the right to give items more space between them. I'm going to select this and move it a little to the right. I'm going to select these two images holding shift so I don't move it too much, and then I'm going to have equal distance. The images are going to have the same distance from the left and this one is going to have the same distance on the right. So we're pretty much done with our slide. Let's now add in our animations. Let's go over to the animations tab. So click on animations and I'm selecting, I still have these two images selected. You can do this one by one, that's no problem. Select flying as the animation. Go over to effects and I'm going to make it from left. Next, I'm going to modify them one by one. Let's start with just this one. So I'm going to select this image, this animation in particular. So the start is going to be with previous, duration is going to be 01.75 and then delay is going to be we're not going to change delay. Let's select this one. The start is also going to be with previous, duration is going to be 1.75, delay is going to be 0.25. Finally, let's go to the transitions tab and we are going to make the transition reveal like this. And you can just leave the duration as it is, no need to change anything about that. So let's go ahead and see our presentation in the slideshow view. So I'm going to click on this and yeah, this is what we have. And that is it for the first video in our series. If you want to watch other parts of this course where I create the entire template for this event planning portfolio, you can either click on the playlist on your screen right now, or you can check out the description box below for the links to the course playlist or the links to the individual videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.